Hi, everybody. This is Lee, and I'm talking about Senator Kamala Harris and then also Senator Rand Paul. I've actually questioned Rand Paul on his economic stances. I do believe that Rand Paul is on the right side of history when it comes to social and civil liberties issues. It's just that libertarian economic stuff I can't get with. And so I give him his props on where I feel that he is on the right side of history. And then when he's on the wrong side of history, I tell him. And does he listen? I don't know. But it's not because I didn't say anything. But anyway, Kamala Harris has joined Rand Paul introducing a bill. Senator Kamala Harris is a Democrat from California. Rand Paul is a Republican senator from Kentucky. They have introduced the Pretrial Integrity and Safety Act of 2017. And civil liberties and criminal justice reform groups are very happy with this. And I am too. And that what it does is a bill that would overhaul the nation's money bail system, the for-profit bail system, and that what the for-profit bail system does, as I've stated on this channel, is incarcerate people regardless of whether they're guilty or innocent, simply because they cannot afford to pay the bond on their charges. They have not been proven guilty or innocent, which means that they're innocent, and that they could not afford to bail themselves out in order to return to their lives as they wait for their trial date in order to actually see whether they're guilty or innocent. They are actually treated as guilty. Under the for-profit bail system, Senator Kamala Harris and Rand Paul want to put a stop to that, and I say good on both of them. And that too many people in the country must spend weeks, months, or even years in jail waiting for trial only because they can't afford bail. And that's from someone at the American Civil Liberties Union, the ACLU, which has actually endorsed the bill. And so they go on to say that even though people who are incarcerated with a bond and can't pay their way out, these people are innocent in the eyes of the law. But they're being punished, they're being caged, they're being separated from their families, and separated from their jobs, their source of employment and income, and then separated from school opportunities if they're trying to get an education. They're separated from their families and from their children. They're deprived of their freedom with very disastrous consequences for their personal lives. And so I'll post a link to that bill, the full text. It would provide funding and federal guidelines to encourage state and local governments to either scrap their money bail systems or greatly reform them. And Clarence Thomas, Supreme Court Justice, who people think would be the last person, actually reviewed a case down in, I think it was a county in Houston. It might have been Harris County in the Houston area of Texas, where he just said, no, this system is unfair. And so they released people from jail who were being held because they couldn't afford the bail. So I think that's great that the crime bill did have an effect on the states. It did convince states to adopt tougher sentencing laws. It did convince them to build more prisons. And then we even have Jeff Sessions, who is talking real reckless about even civil asset forfeiture and get tough on crime and all kinds of crazy crap. And he does sound like a lunatic right about now. And so we've got him trying to put more people in prison, and then we have two senators who are trying to release people who have not been proven guilty. So this is the right side of history for both Kamala Harris, despite maybe her past efforts when she was, let's see, I think she was an attorney general in California. And maybe some of her past activities that she can make up for that with this. And then Rand Paul is also being on the right side of history in this case. And so I say congratulations to them both. And we'll see what happens to that bill. Hopefully, it will not be buried in committee, that it will be given a full and fair and open hearing for people to actually contemplate the possibilities of a fair criminal justice system. Good luck.